So woke up this morning and was asked to read the face of Robin Westman. When this happens, usually something untoward has gone on. I guess he killed a couple of young kids. Such a sad thing. But let's find out what we know about this Robin. There are 9 face shapes. He's a combination between a tree and a fire face. Tree faces like to grow on their own. They like to be trimmed back. The fire is about sensitivity. That's that real narrow chin. So not only are they sensitive, they tend to be oversensitive. And the next thing we look at is the right and left eye. The right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's our mother's influence. The left eye is our true inner private self, and it's our father's influence. Normally, you're going to see more of a positive on that right side, and if anything, a little more negative on the left side. In this situation, you can't say that. If you cover up his left eye, his right eye, he's very intense, and there's a hint of anger, which is not something good to show to the world, obviously. On the left side, he's lost. He's just completely and utterly lost. He just doesn't know who he is, where he is, anything like that. Hairline is next. Hairline is very narrow. When you see the hair come into the corner of the eye, this indicates very strict upbringing, probably was forced to conform to parental wishes and demands, but also his hairline is a little wavy at the top, which means he probably was rebellious. Certainly his teen years were rebellious. He's going to be a rebel. He's just going to rebel against whatever. Eyebrows, they're different heights. It's very slight, but this is often a sign that he's moody, he's oversensitive, and probably had issues with a parent or a step parent. Upper eyelid, notice how puffy it is, especially on that left side. This is a gallbladder indicator. Would he have problems digesting fats? Possibly. I'm not concerned about this guy's health. I'm concerned about the psychological aspects of what we're seeing here. This is about internalized anger. The fact that it's on the left side, that's the male side. He's got some anger with a male, possibly himself. I don't know anything about the guy. His ears are unequal sizes. When we see this, it is a sign that they've had lots of challenges in childhood. They've really had a hard time figuring out their childhood. Now, my biggest concern are his eyes. There's 2 things here that jump out at me. One is he's got white on 3 sides. This is a term that we refer to in face reading as lower sympacu. There's also upper sympacu. So white should be on the right and the left, but not on the top or the bottom. And you can see here he's got some white. This is a sign of fanaticism and addictive tendencies. First addiction we all have tends to be to sugar. But again, I do believe this guy has some problems with addictions, and I do believe he has got some fanaticism. Obviously, to do what he did, I don't know all the details. I just know that 2 children were killed by him. But the other thing is, notice the size of his pupils. This is a sign of a nervous system that's out of balance. We have 2 parts of our nervous system. We have our peripheral nerves, which you have voluntary control over. You want to pick up a baseball and throw it, your brain says, let's do it. Then you have a part of your nervous system you don't have voluntary control over. It handles your breathing, your heart rate, your sweat glands, your digestion. It's called the automatic or autonomic nervous system. It has 2 parts. We have our parasympathetics, which quiet everything down, and our sympathetics, which speed everything up. When your pupils are large, it's a sign you're in sympathetic dominance. It's like driving a car with an accelerator only. This is going to get you into trouble. So the symptoms are photophobia, lights bother you, mouth gets dry when you're sympathetic dominant, your heart rate skips beats, feels like a panic attack, and your digestion shuts down. I don't see the evil. I did Andrew McGann. That kid was evil. I don't see the evil with this kid. I just see somebody that's lost. He hasn't found his way in life, just had a tough issues in childhood, not knowing exactly what was what. So that is Robin Westman. I understand he ended his own life. For the parents that lost children, I'm sure they're as sad as that is. It's good that we don't have to go through a trial with looking at this guy for months on end. So that is Robin Westman. We're asked over and over and over again, can you read my face? The answer is yes. Matter of fact, I'd love to read your face. All you got to do is go to WTFWhyTheFace.com. Now, there's several options there. It's not a costly thing to do. First option is I can simply give you a written report. It'll be 7-8 pages long. I will read your face. I will go over psychological aspects, traits that are positive, traits that are negative, also some health issues. That is one fee. The second option is you'll also get a 7-8 page written report. Plus, I will physically call you. Questions will come up. I usually spend 30 to 60 minutes on the phone with you. Obviously, it's a little higher price because it's going to be more time involved. But a lot of questions will come up and you'll say, okay, I got that, but what does that really mean? And I can kind of explain a little more in depth. The third option is, again, 7 to 8 pages. I'll call you. But we can also discuss some options. If there's some things that you're concerned with, we can kind of point you in a direction. I can't physically treat you, but I can certainly make some suggestions when you talk to your own doctor. Pay attention to this or whatever it might be. So if you're interested, please upload your faces and we will be happy to read them for you. Would love to do it.